because my hair was like, so I would always like read the news like this. I'd be like, hey guys, today I'm gonna go, lunch is meatballs. I hate a gym, obviously. Look at me. This looks like I like gyms. This looks like I like physical activity. I'm hating this walk right now. This should be sidewalk sit down. I made an enemy that day. Tisoki. If you're watching this, which you're not, because it's my sidewalk talk. I did watch it.
Yeah.
It was stressing me out too much. I lost a lot of friends at that point because I didn't do any drugs and I don't drink, still don't. I've been told by someone very close to me that I'm like programmed to love because I'm somebody that just wants to like give their heart to somebody else.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel of Sidewalk Talk. I'm here with VOLPE.
Hey. Hey, you said it right.
I know.
Oh my god! Yes!
I looked it up in so many different, there was like a Italian version, like VOLPE.
Yeah,
and I was
there's
like,
VOLPE, VLAP, and I don't know.
So were you actually born in like Queens?
Yeah, I was born in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
But I wasn't raised there. I was raised like half of my childhood in Long Island, New York, and then half of it in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I still live now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your parents like moved out to North Carolina for work, or?
Yeah, my dad, he was kind of like, hey, I gotta go. Do you want to come? And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we can go. I wasn't gonna stay in New York because I was 9, and my mom and my dad, if they left, I wouldn't have been able to pay rent by myself because I was 9. So
yeah,
wouldn't have made sense.
What careers are they in?
My mom, she was just like the stay-at-home mom for the longest time, and now she is like a supervisor for a house cleaning thing at this retirement community center. Mm-hmm. So like I'm talking like those like they're like the rich old people that spend like $4 grand on rent, which is like insane.
That is crazy.
Like who does that?
Give us, invest in our creative lives. Oh my god.
So she just goes up to people. She's like, hey, go clean that room. Go clean that room. And then my dad, he does air conditioning, like repair and like installations and stuff like that.
Where do you get our sense of humor from?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably both of them. They're really lax. They're really cool people.
Yeah.
They're both very funny. My dad's like fucked up. Like, he's like just his humor's dark. So I think that's where I get it from. Because my mom will be like, Ray, stop it. And then my dad's name is Ray.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she'll be like, stop. You're teaching them bad things. I was cursing when I was like 5, honestly. But like my parents, like they weren't bad about it. They were cool because they knew how to be like, don't do this where you shouldn't. Mm-hmm. Like I wasn't going to school to my teacher and be like, fuck you, Miss Johnson. Yeah. You know, I was just kind of like I knew like they raised me the right way. Yeah. I'm not gonna be like crazy to strangers. Yeah. You know, that'd be bad.
And then when you were growing up, you were reading like the morning news, right?
Yeah, on like at school. Yeah. Yeah, I was on the morning announcements. I went to Porter Ridge High School. That's TMI. I don't care. And I was on the morning announcements, and they would always give me shit, like all the other kids, because I had long hair, because I was like a little scene kid, like mediocre scene kid, and so I would always have my head tilted, because my hair was like, so I would always like read the news like this. I'd be like, hey guys, today I'm gonna go. Lunch is meatballs. Was your school lunch good?
My school lunch in Hong Kong, most people brought their own.
See,
yeah, everyone packed their own.
See, like, people did that, I guess, here, but like, man, the school lunch sucked. The pizza's cardboardy. Oh yeah. Not good. Some kids, especially here, I hear stories about like kids that get to go out for lunch and like they can like leave the property and like go to McDonald's or something. I didn't get to do that.
Neither
I had to sit and
eat
the shitty lunch. It wasn't cool.
But school was like difficult, right?
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, it was not fun. It was. I mean, it's like a weird thing because I got bullied pretty much every day for my weight, for the way I looked, like everything appearance-wise. I still wear all black, but like it was less of a thing now. Everyone wears all black now. Yeah. And it was really difficult, and it was like this weird combination though, because like I had a lot of people that I was still able to get, like I got along with like every group of people. I had some friends that were like jocks. I had some friends that were in band. I had some friends in this, and like I got along with a lot of people, but then the majority, I still had a lot of people that did not like me for no reason. And I don't know if it's because I was like, because in high school I was making music. I started making music when I was 12, and I don't know if there was like a weird jealousy thing or like I don't know what it was, but people just like, it was just every day calling me fat, calling me ugly, telling me I wouldn't be able to go anywhere with music. And it was really hard. Like, I would stay home and pretend I was sick. My mom, she knew. Like, bless her heart, she knew, like, I was getting bullied. But she, like, kind of went with it. She's like, oh, you're not feeling well? Like, you can stay home. But she knew. And that's, like, I'm happy that, like, she, like, kind of bought into it a little bit.
And even, like, back then, your teacher, like, asked you to, like, write down what you wanted to do. And you wrote down, like, producer or something. And then she failed you just because you wanted to be an artist. Yeah,
she literally was like, pick something a little bit more realistic. Don't do music. Something a little more realistic. Oh, you want to film? You want to do photography? You want to do YouTube? No. Something a little bit more realistic. And nothing in the any art creative field, she wasn't supportive of it. And she ended up getting fired anyway.
Oh, yeah.
She, like, stole calculators from the school. And she didn't teach with the curriculum. And she had everybody's grades up on the board.
Oh.
Like, their actual final grades.
Yeah.
Which is kind of illegal, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's against the policy.
Was your mom helping you through the period? Or, like, did you have, like, a therapist? Or
it was mainly my mom.
Yeah.
It was mainly my mom. Like, my dad, he worked a lot, but he's always home too. It's just that it's not something I would really talk to him about. Like, we're all close, but I just mainly talk to my mom about the bullying stuff. I tried doing the guidance counselor thing a couple times, and unless things have changed now, that shit does not work. And like, because like the way I've experienced it and my friends have experienced guidance counselors in America, if you have a problem with a kid, they'd be like, oh, Timmy is bothering, oh, he's bullying you? Okay. So they'll pull Timmy in later and be like, so, a little birdie told me that you've been being a little bit mean to Ray. And it's like, who the fuck would have said something? Like, they make it so obvious that they tattletaled on you and they snitched. So then all that does is cause more problems, because now Timmy's gonna come up to you and be like, oh, you fucking told on me? Get ready to get curb stomped. I don't know. They probably don't. Kids don't curb stomp other kids. Probably. That sounds really brutal.
Oh my god.
Like a 7th grader's like.
And then was that the similar time that you found like Big Chocolate?
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I found Big Chocolate like late middle school-ish when I was first starting making music and stuff, because he was just like some random guy on YouTube, and he like he was like one of the first vloggers.
Oh.
He was doing daily vlogs like I think before like Charles Trippy and Shay Carl were, and they're like known to be like some of the pioneers of vlogging. And he was just doing it, and he was making music, and I was like, this is cool, I love this, and like I like the process behind it, and I wanted to do it because I was making these like Call of Duty editing montage videos on the side with that same kind of music. It's all like dubstep and electro. I was like, let's do it, let's give it a shot.
What kind of music were your parents playing in the house when you were growing up?
Rock. It was all rock and like metal. So it was like because of them, it was like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, Evanescence before they were a meme, Nickelback before they were a meme, Linkin Park, Metallica, stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you play instruments?
I played clarinet in middle school, 6th and 7th grade.
Orchestra?
I was in band.
Oh.
Yeah. I tried to go into orchestra. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Did you like school academically though?
I liked English and I liked math. Science sucked. I like it, just my teachers were always shit. And history was cool. Yeah, I hated gym, obviously. Look at me. This looks like I like gym. This looks like I like physical activity. I'm hating this walk right now. This should be sidewalk sit down.
So in your free time, I guess you're just like always just making music, kind of, and that's how you like put all your energy to.
100%. Sleep, eat, produce, sit on YouTube, those things.
Did you ever consider a moniker?
Like a different name?
Yeah.
I did. I went by a different name in the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah. So I started making music under the VOLPE, the real name project, in 2012. But I started originally in 2010 under this name Spetrica. You could probably find songs.
They'll probably dig up in the comments.
I regret that. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Ooh, no. Not good whatsoever. Bad time for everybody.
How did you decide to go back to your own name?
It was around the time my grandma died.
Oh.
I think that's when I started the project. But I don't know what made me decide to. I think I just wanted to rebrand. Kind of wanted to start over. I had this new EP. It was called Movement EP, I think. And I was just like, I want to start over. Let's just go by Ray VOLPE.
When did you join that forum with like everyone?
Oh, with like Tisoki and all those fuckers. The Skrillex Mothership forum. Yeah, that was back in probably like 2011, 2012.
What kind of forum? Was it like on a website?
It was just like a fan forum because we all were like, oh, we like Skrillex. And they were all, it was like, it wasn't even like, like obsess over Skrillex thing. It was just like here we're all a bunch of aspiring producers that like look up to him. Let's all share our music and stuff, and that's all it really was.
Yeah.
And it was that time when
You made an enemy.
I made an enemy that day. Tisoki. If you're watching this, which you're not, because it's my Sidewalk talk. I did watch it. Because I'm a good friend. Bitch. But yeah, no, we hate each other because this kid, Technum, threw us in a Skype group of a bunch of us, and he was in there. And like basically, I thought he was arrogant, which he is. He thought I was arrogant, which I'm not.
Oh my god.
No, because I would never be in the Skype group. There was a point where I had a life. I had friends. It was weird. And I would go hang out with them all the time. And so I would just put my new song in pizza. I would put my new song in the group and be like, hey guys, here's my new song. But I wouldn't really talk otherwise. Yeah. So he was like, oh, raise a dick. Because I don't participate. Which makes sense. It was totally fair. Mm-hmm. Totally fair. But,
and then what was the turning point that you guys became really close?
I don't know. We just got on a Skype call at one point and we just talked and then we never stopped talking. And now we're best friends. Have been for like 6 years.
Wow. And was that close to the time of Thrift Shop that you put that out?
That was that year. I put out Thrift Shop Remix at the end of 2012.
Was that your senior year or?
No, I was 2012, maybe a freshman or something like that.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to graduate in 2015. And I dropped out in 2014.
Yeah. It was because of bullying, right?
It was the bullying, was the anxiety. Also, there was like this whole thing with my school that went down where like they lost some of my credits. Like I don't know what happened. And they wanted me to retake classes that I've already passed and taken from like 2 years prior. So I wasn't about it. And then with everything that was going on, I was like, all right, I'm just going to leave. I can't do this.
Yeah.
It was stressing me out too much. I lost a lot of friends at that point because I didn't do any drugs and I don't drink. Still don't. It's not for me.
What's the decision for that? Like always sober?
It was never like something I found appealing.
Yeah.
It was just like, why to me? I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. Like, go fucking get wild, but responsibly.
Do you feel pressure in the scene now?
No. Everyone's super chill about it. Like Ricky San, you know him?
Yeah.
He'll like, if I'm with him and he's got like a blunt, I'll like put my hand out and he'll be like, stop. Because he knows I'm not gonna. Yeah. And he knows I don't. So like everyone, if they meet me for the first time, they'll be like, oh, you want something to drink or something? And I'll be like, no, I don't. And then they're like, all right. Which is honestly very surprising.
Yeah.
For this kind of scene, no one pressures at all.
Is that something like the values your parents taught, or?
I guess, like, they just said, don't do drugs, and I was like, all right. Like, I just never, like, but at the same time, my parents, like I said, are very chill, and they're very lenient, so I feel like the kids that, like, go into it, it's usually when the parents are, like, hammering it into them, and then they're, like, they want to rebel, you know? They're like, oh, well, fuck you, I'm gonna go and do this.
But you weren't really playing, like, local shows because you had anxiety.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do any, I played, like, 5 shows with Dirt Monkey and Jansen, who were like the first guys to put me on. So shout out to them. Oh. And so I did these shows in 2015, very briefly in February. And like it was like a good experience to see what it was like, but I hated it. I did not like it at all because I had so much anxiety. I was like homesick. I didn't know what I was doing. It was just really weird. So I was like, and the last show I did with them, I almost got arrested. Whoa. I was 17. And the driver of my, like, to go from this, like, shitty wannabe festival back to the hotel, literally the driver was, like, on ketamine and all this shit. And he had all these drugs in the back of the car that I didn't know about. I got paid in cash for this festival. So we get pulled over, and it looks like I'm buying drugs because I have cash. Oh, I'm like, guys, I'm 17. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't live here. I live in North Carolina. Help me. And they eventually let us go, but I was in handcuffs and everything. I didn't play anything, and I didn't even DJ those shows. It was on an MPD MIDI controller that Big Chocolate used to do the same thing, which was cool because I wanted to be Big Chocolate. Yeah. And so I wasn't even DJing. So it was just like those 5 shows I was doing support for Dirt Monkey and Jansen. I stopped up until fast forward to when I joined slvyvll and stuff like that. Started playing shows.
Yeah. And then how did you even get your music out there initially? Like, were you sending to like a lot of blogs? I was just sending everything out to like as many blogs and channels as I could, you know? There's like Airwave, Dubstep, or Airwave Music, UKF, which they didn't really start picking me up until 2016. But like, I was just sending my stuff out everywhere. Nest HQ, Your EDM, the Music Ninja. Yeah, they were supporting you a lot, Nest HQ. Yeah, Nest HQ, they're the homies.
I would just send it out to everyone. And the main rule of thumb is if they don't reply the first time, doesn't mean they're not going to reply the second time. You got to keep sending stuff out. You got to keep pushing it. You got to keep promoting your stuff, because just because they don't like the first song doesn't mean they're not going to like the second song or the third or the fourth. So I just kind of kept sending my music out, and that's all you got to do.
Advice.
Advice.
At that point, was like slvyvll the first people to reach out, or
for management?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Clint, he was working just with AFK and Paranoids at the time, and when he was doing that, he was like, "Hey," it was AFK and Wave Dash. Do you know Wave Dash? They're like a cool trio of boys. They were all showing Clint my stuff. They're like, "Hey, you should like check out this kid," and Clint really liked it, so he hit me up, and I was like, "No." Because I was very against the idea of getting management. I didn't like it.
Were you hearing stuff from like online people? Had problems, yeah.
No, it was mainly just like, I was like, all right, well, I had just like done, well, it was at that point, it was like 6 years of stuff on my own. Why would I need management if I could do this myself? Like, there's no point. I can do it by myself. I don't want to give somebody my money if I can do it myself, you know? And I was like, I'll just be independent. And he just kind of kept hitting me up. He was very, what's the word? Like, he was just very persistent, yeah. And eventually I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. And as soon as that happened is when we merged into slvyvll. And yeah. Yeah,
and he's been like really supportive of you, also like your own personality online and like growing into yourself, especially online.
Oh, 100%. He like, thanks to Clint, like, cause a lot of people think like, oh, I was quiet and like shy and slvyvll changed you, or you're faking, you're trying to be like Getter, you're trying to act like Getter, when in all actuality I've always been like this. But like, and I'm like this when I Skype my friends and stuff, like Tisoki would tell you, or anybody else. It's just I was nervous to like be myself online, because that's public. And Clint and the guys at slvyvll, they were all very welcoming and warm about it, and they were like, just, dude, fuck it, be yourself.
Yeah.
And they helped me, break out of my shell. So now I'm weird.
How has your career changed since you've been with them?
It's changed dramatically. I've been able to turn it from a hobby to a full-time job, which is really cool. Very fortunate for that. They've helped me get opportunities I could have never imagined. They're very much a family. I owe a lot to them.
So after high school, you moved back with so you were like living with your parents?
Yeah,
like...
I still live at home. Yeah, I'm just never there because I'm always in LA or I'm always touring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you plan to like move here?
Yep. At some point after this No Emotional Loud tour.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
And then I remember I saw this interview that you did with Ness, and it was just so real. But then it's like, why have you been up for 28 hours? It's just because you just got a girlfriend. You don't know how you're meant to deal and like not stop talking.
Yeah, that was good times. Yeah, that's done. Ooh. No, we're still really close though. Yeah, that was I think that's really cool to be able to like some people can't like do the whole like friends after a breakup thing, and like that was a sick experience. Got my first girlfriend, it was dope, and we just realized, hey, we probably work better as best friends.
Yeah,
and that's how it's been, and we're being good.
What's the decision to put like your love life out there about like even on Twitter like joking?
Like I don't know. It's like an interesting decision because it's definitely a decision you have to make. You know, it's like, do you want this to be out there for people to see, to judge like on the low? Because everyone's gonna say stuff on the low. You know, people are gonna make up things. And I was like, all right, let's just do it. You know, why not? They can easily find out things because if fans are fans, they'll dig anyway and they'll figure stuff out. So I was like, all right, you know. So,
other than management, were you ever afraid of being like young in music and having people be like sketchy around you? Yeah,
I was scared of being like taken advantage of with like deals, like contracts, and like when it comes to anything like music related, I was scared that people were gonna be like, oh, he's young, like he's not smart, he doesn't know like how to read a contract, but I do.
Have your parents been helping you, or have you just like been figuring it out?
It's just been me because like my parents like. They're smart in other like areas, but they're not sure on like the legal stuff.
Yeah. What do they think of your career now? They're
very happy. They're supportive. They didn't think this was gonna work out at all. They were like, yeah, do the music thing and then go to college because it's not gonna work. Yeah. They definitely didn't think it would go anywhere. But hey.
And when did you start getting interested in like film, graphic design, that sort of thing?
When I was like 8 or 9. Oh. I was really young. I just loved it. I loved editing. Because okay, so it goes as far back as like, I used to be a really big fan of WWE wrestling, and then like I would edit these movie music video like montages that went along to music. Like there's a big fan base that would do that. Like there was a big community that would do that. So I did that, and then I transitioned into the gaming stuff, and I was just always editing with like Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas, After Effects, and I loved it. I loved everything about just editing, and it's so much fun.
Do you think if it wasn't for music, you'd be doing that, or like studying that in college?
Probably. I'd probably be definitely doing that or like some type of graphic design stuff. But I wasn't that great at graphic design. I'm good with like Photoshop, but I can't draw or anything. So if I had like one of those tablets and stuff, it'd be terrible.
Oh my God.
I'm also left-handed, so that means I'm like a sinner or something. So.
Do you do some of your art?
I did a long time ago. Now Cody Diodato, he's like the creative director at Bygor. He does all of my art. He does all my tour flyers and stuff. That dude's like literally just like he's ingrained. He's on my team.
Oh, okay. How would you say your music has changed since the early songs you made?
It's a lot better now. It was really bad. It was really bad. Like the sound design's a lot more there. There's a lot more musicality to it.
How about the style itself?
The style?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the styles kind of stayed the same. I feel like I've always had a specific kind of style or a specific kind of sound. And I think that just kind of developed over the years, and I kind of grew with that. Yeah.
How would you feel like you've grown as a person since you were younger?
I know how to deal with anxiety more. I know how to cope with it, and like usually it's like the humor stuff or like joking about anything, like LA, like dealing like with like people, because there's a lot of people in LA, or there's a lot of people everywhere really. It's not just an LA problem. It's just people kind of throw LA under the bus about fake people, and people like, oh, like let's get lunch, and then you never get lunch, and it's like everyone's out there for ulterior motives and like all this stuff. But it's a problem everywhere. I've kind of over the years I've kind of just developed like a tougher skin to just not deal with that, or like just kind of keep things very civil with that kind of. But I don't like it associating with that.
What kind of advice do you have for people who are going through like bullying and anxiety?
Especially if they're younger, I would say to like really focus on the future, because it's not going to matter in a couple of years, especially when you're in school. Like a lot of people, like because it's the cheesiest thing ever, but it's like, oh, it's not the end of the world. Like you're just in high school, but it's true. It blows over. It always does. Like it's not going to matter. But if you're older, and you're dealing with stuff, like talk to somebody. Like seek some type of help, because there's somebody there that's going to listen and want to listen. There are people that train and study to talk to people about problems because they love to help people, or they love to listen. And sometimes listening and talking to someone is all you really need. You never really know. You got to put your hand out there for someone to grab it.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
Don't bury it. Don't run from it. Don't look to other, self-harming type, paths to, try to cope. Take your hand, put it out there. Someone's gonna grab it eventually.
What does success look like to you?
What does success what?
What does success look like to you?
Ooh, verified check marks on Twitter. No, success just looks like seeing people enjoy what I make. Seeing people show up to shows I play. People enjoying, people feeling something from what I make. That's it. I don't make any money off of streaming, or I make money off of streaming, but I don't make money off of like sales, and that's not all. That's not success. The success is how many people enjoy my music and like love it and want to dance to it, or headbang or jump, because everyone just knows how to headbang and jump.
What does love mean to you?
What does love mean to me?
Yeah.
Love, ooh, damn, shit, I don't know. Ooh, it's something important. Love is everything to me. Everything I put into my music is filled with love, whether it's sad or happy. It's always like really emo, and it's about love. All my songs that I sing on are always about some type of thing dealing with love. It's like, love is everything, I feel like. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. But love, like I've been told by someone very close to me that I'm like programmed to love, because I'm somebody that just wants to like give their heart to somebody else, give them everything. I'm like that with my friends, my family, and like whoever, like my future wife's gonna love me.
Yeah.
So what's good? If you're a girl, you're automatically pre-approved. Email me, email clint@slvyvll.com.
Oh, I love that. And actually you started singing because like it was hard for you to get like, what is it called, vocals back, right? But you did sing when you were younger. Except someone teased you.
Yep. It's funny, she's still my friend now. Her name's Sarah. She lives across the street from me. I remember I sang when I was in 7th grade to her, and she was like, no, this is not good. And I was like, all right, whatever. And then I was really upset and never sang again. And then I was like, I was having trouble finding good like deals. A lot of vocalists wanted like 4K advances for songs that were gonna make $600. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, all right, let me just give it a shot.
We're gonna sing on stage.
I was like, oh no.
Everyone's waiting for you now.
I don't think it's like cringy, but I think it's something that shouldn't really be mixed with the DJing thing, you know? Unless you're like Bonnie and Clyde, they pull it off because they're specifically she has a hand in the production stuff and she's inputting everything. But like when they're playing these shows, it's different because, you know, they're like DJing and then they can sing because they're a duo. But if you're just like the producer singer at the same time, I feel like it's a little weird. But I'm not knocking anybody, by the way. Do you? I respect everyone doing their thing. Definitely want to make that clear. I'm not knocking anyone for doing it. I just don't think it's for me. Because the thing is, I imagine myself doing it, and I'm like, that's not going to look good. So, you have people that pull it off real well. Just not me.
Last question. What do you want to be remembered for?
What do I want to be remembered for? Ooh. My last name being VOLPE and not VOLPE. VOLPE. I got VOLPE at one point. I don't want it to be like, yeah, Ray VOLPE was a sick producer. It sucks that he died in that fucking weird, like, Chipotle drowning accident.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I don't know, something like that. Now, like, I want to be remembered for always being real. I never want somebody to be like, no, he was fake. Like, he was fake. He was like, I try to be as transparent as possible with people. I always try to be as honest as I can, and that's something I always want to stick to.
Yeah,
it's important. It's important, I think.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Aww. Bye, guys.